Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something most men overlook. The subtle signals women give when they're genuinely attracted. Women are wet when they show these 5 secret signs. That title might have caught your eye, but we're not talking gimmicks or crude pickup tactics. We're talking real female psychology, quiet cues that speak volumes to the man who knows how to listen. Have you ever found yourself wondering, is she into me or just being polite? The truth is, attraction isn't always loud. In fact, it's often silent. A glance, a pause, a touch. Most men miss it, not because it's hidden, but because they're not trained to see it. This is where stoic awareness changes everything. A stoic man doesn't chase. He observes. He acts with purpose, not impulse. And because of that, he sees what others miss. Have you ever felt a woman drawing you in, then pulling away? That hot and cold energy isn't always confusion. Sometimes it's her unspoken language. Today, you're going to learn 5 subtle signs that show she's truly into you. Not games, not tricks, just real grounded psychology and emotional truth. These signs often reveal interest before she even says a word. When you understand them, you gain more than attraction. You gain emotional intelligence, confidence, and deeper connection. Why does this matter? Because a man who misreads these signs either comes on too strong or misses his chance completely. But a man who sees clearly, he builds connection on truth, not fantasy. He moves from strength, not need. Attraction isn't just about desire. It's about timing, trust, and energy. And when you get this right, you stop second-guessing. You move through relationships with calm certainty. A stoic man doesn't play games. He reads the room, listens between the lines, and responds with grounded presence. So stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know how to recognize those quiet signals women give the ones most men never catch. Let's begin where it all starts. The psychology of attraction. Have you ever wondered why women are drawn to certain traits? The answer lies in evolutionary psychology. For generations, women have been wired to look for qualities that signal strength, security, and emotional presence. It's not just about muscles or money, it's about how you carry yourself, how you make her feel. While men tend to respond to visual cues, women are more attuned to emotional and psychological signals. They're looking for connection, for presence, for a man who sees them, hears them, and makes them feel safe without trying too hard. When a woman feels seen and understood, her walls come down and real attraction begins. But here's where most guys get tripped up. Attraction isn't always direct, it's subtle. And if you miss the signs, you miss the opportunity. So let's break it down. Sign 1, subtle touches. A gesture so quiet, it's easy to miss unless you're paying attention. Picture this, you're in conversation. She reaches across and brushes something off your shirt. She laughs and touches your arm. Her fingers graze yours just a second longer than necessary. These aren't random. They're signals. They're her way of closing the space. Not just physically, but emotionally. Touch is primal. It predates words. It's one of the earliest ways we build trust, safety, and intimacy. For emotionally aware touch is how they test comfort and curiosity. It's her way of saying, I'm open to you, not with words, but with action. In a world full of DMs and filters, physical touch stands out. It's real, it's vulnerable, and it matters. So how should you respond? Don't overreact. Don't overthink. Meet her energy calmly. If she touches your arm, return the gesture in a natural moment, not to escalate, just to reflect interest with intention. Because the stoic man doesn't chase. He responds with awareness, with confidence, and most of all with clarity. Sign 1. When she lets you in, when she lets you guide her through a door, don't overthink it. You don't need to dissect every gesture, every glance. That's not what the Stoic does. A Stoic is present. He moves with intention, not haste. He sees the moment for what it is, not a test, but a quiet invitation. Trust your instincts, but more than that, trust your self-control. Because how you respond in these seemingly small moments tells her everything about the man you are. In a world obsessed with noise and bravado, it's often in the stillness. A steady hand, a respectful pause, where real attraction begins to take root. Let it unfold, not with pressure, but with presence. Stay grounded, stay wise. And remember, when a woman cracks the door open, even just a little, it's not your speed that invites her in. It's your stillness. Sign 2. She makes time for you. When a woman truly feels something for you, she will make time for you no matter how full her calendar is. It might not be grand gestures. It could be a simple coffee invite, a quick check-in during a busy day, or planning a weekend together. These things matter. In a fast-moving world, time is one of our rarest currencies. And when she chooses to spend hers with you, that's not casual. It's intentional. It's not just about being together. It's about the effort behind it. She's carving out space for you in her life. And that speaks volumes. So how should you respond? Start by acknowledging it. A genuine thanks for making time for me can mean more than you realize. Then reciprocate. Be present, be engaged, match her energy. When you both prioritize each other, you create space for something deeper, something real to grow. In a time where attention is scattered and distractions are endless, this kind of effort is rare and it's powerful. Sign 3 eye contact that lingers. One of the most quietly powerful signs she's into, you isn't in her words, it's in her eyes. When she holds your gaze just a little longer than normal, there's something ancient happening, something primal. It's not a glance, it's a moment that lingers. Her pupils might widen, her expression softens. Her walls lower, if only for a second. This isn't about seduction, it's about connection. As the Stoics knew, the eyes are the mirror of the soul. And in that silence, her eyes say, "What words? Can't I see you? I feel safe with you. I want to be seen." In a world full of masks and performative gestures, that kind of eye contact is rare. It's honest, vulnerable, human. And your job in that moment, be still. Be composed. Don't fumble it with overthinking or performance. Meet her gaze, not with need, not with ego, but with calm presence. Let your eyes speak, "I see you too," at a small, honest smile. Nothing forced, just enough to say, "I'm here, I'm with you." It's a silent dance, a mutual exchange of energy and respect. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. And when her thoughts are on you, you'll see it if you're truly looking. So ask yourself, have you ever felt that kind of gaze? Did you notice or did you let it pass? Drop your story in the comments. It might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Sign 4. Active, listening, and engaged responses. When a woman is genuinely into you, she doesn't just hear your words, she feels them. She leans in. Not because she's cold, but because your presence draws her in like warmth on a winter day. Her eyes stay on you. Her attention doesn't wander. She nods, mirrors your gestures, laughs not out of politeness, but because something within her wants to connect. That's no accident. That's psychology. Even the ancient Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts." So when she listens, really listens, she's letting your thoughts colour her world. Even for a moment. That's rare, that's powerful. In today's world of endless scrolling, undivided attention is the rarest form of intimacy. She's not just responding, she's engaged. And that, my friend, That's your signal, your cue, your moment. But here's the real test. Will you rise to it or fade? A true stoic doesn't chase. He attracts through presence, not performance. You don't need to overtalk. You don't need to impress. You just need to listen back fully, deeply, intentionally, look her in the eyes, match her energy, stay present, skip the small talk, ask questions that touch the soul. What's something you believe deeply but rarely share? What drives you when no one's watching? That's where connection lives. That's where attraction blooms, not in tricks, but in truth. Because a woman who feels heard opens. You don't unlock the heart by force, you unlock it with focus. Attention is the currency of connection. When she invests it in you, that means something. Don't fumble it, respond like a king. One who recognizes value when it's offered. If this sounds familiar, drop a comment. I now see the signs clearly. If this spoke to something deep in you, like subscribe and stick around, because this journey isn't just about understanding women, it's about mastering yourself. Sign 5. Playful, teasing, and flirting. This is where
attraction becomes a dance, light, subtle, magnetic. When a woman teases you, makes playful jokes, or mock argues about which movie is overrated or who makes better coffee, she's not just being cute, she's signaling interest. This isn't random humor, it's calculated charm. You've sparked her curiosity, and now she's testing the waters with wit. Remember what the Stoics taught us. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So when she feels safe around you, her playful side emerges. That's a green light. That's her inviting connection. From a psychological lens, teasing is powerful. It breaks tension, builds rapport, and reveals your emotional intelligence. Your move match her energy. Keep it light. Don't try to win. This isn't a roast battle. It's rapport building. If she pokes fun at your haircut, laugh, tease her back. Maybe about her taking 100 selfies to pick one. Keep the tone playful, not cutting. Be grounded. Be gracious. Be you. Epictetus nailed it. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Next time she teases you, see it for what it is. A moment. A door cracked open. Step through it with calm, clever confidence. If you've had a teasing moment that turned into something more, share it in the comments. Let's hear how you handled it. And if you're still learning this rhythm, don't sweat it. Like any good dance, it gets smoother with practice. Common misinterpretations. In the messy world of dating, it's easy to overthink. Not every smile or compliment means she's into you. Sometimes it's just politeness. Context matters. One action doesn't tell the story. The pattern does. A smile, plus long eye contact, plus an engaged conversation. That's something. A smile alone might just be good manners. So don't spiral. Don't assume. And definitely don't let anxiety write the narrative. The Stoics taught, master your thoughts. Don't let them master you. And if you're not sure, just ask. I feel like we vibe. What do you think? That's clarity without pressure. How to respond when you notice the signs. When you spot the signs, own them. Don't hesitate. Don't second guess us. Be confident. Be clear. Be kind. If it feels right, say it. Ask her out. Suggest something simple. Or just tell her you're interested. No games, no gimmicks, just grounded presence. To recap the 5 subtle signs she's into you: genuine eye contact, subtle touches, active listening, playful teasing, prioritizing time with you. Each one is small, but together they speak volumes. Recognizing them can change the way you move through relationships forever. Conclusion: 5 subtle signs she's into you. Stoic wisdom. Now it's your turn. Start paying attention to the quiet signals. Use them to build real, lasting connections. Remember, relationships thrive on mutual respect, understanding, and presence. If this resonated, leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Don't miss what's coming next. This isn't just about attraction, it's about evolution. Take care and see you in the next.